So today I want to talk to you about body image. I don't know why this has been so hard for me to like sit down and make a video about body image. I think that's because I don't like to let people know what I think my weaknesses are, because I feel like when you're vulnerable and you let people know what your weaknesses are, they're more likely to notice them as well. Which I think is true, but it's not a bad thing necessarily. I think it's important to be vulnerable as well, and so like I'm at battle with these two things, like being vulnerable but also kind of wanting to keep my guard up and like not wanting other people to know like what I think my weaknesses are. But I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about body image because I think it's really important. And especially I'm just gonna start with weight gain in college. Like many people, I gained weight in college as well. I gained about like 20 pounds freshman year, which was this past year. Gaining weight in college is a really common thing, I think, because you don't have a kitchen. Well, especially me, my first year in college, I lived in a dorm. I didn't have a kitchen and I couldn't cook for myself. I was pretty much just eating out a lot. Now that I'm at the heaviest weight that I've ever been, I feel the least frantic about what my body looks like. I always felt kind of shameful about my body growing up. Like in middle school, like in 7th grade, I remember we had to wear like these polo shirts, like these either white or navy like tight polo shirts, and I was so uncomfortable with having something tight on my stomach because I didn't have like a flat stomach. I've never had a flat stomach, and I just always thought like I looked so fat in a polo shirt, and so I would wear like a jacket over it all the time. Even like turning into spring when it started to get really hot, I would always wear like a lightweight like sweater or something, just so I didn't wear just the polo because I was so uncomfortable with the way my body looked. Also because I had such bigger boobs than all the other girls growing up, and so I was just so uncomfortable with wearing a tight shirt like that. It's kind of contradictory because as I got older, like into 9th, 10th grade in high school, I never really wore baggy things. I was uncomfortable with wearing baggy things because I had such big boobs and I had curves or whatever that other girls didn't really have. So I felt like if I wore something baggy, then I looked much larger than I actually was. So I'd wear really tight clothing, and I'd wear like bodycon dresses, and I'd wear like tight shirts, and I still do wear like tight like crop tops or whatever, and like that was my style, like just to wear like tight things. I didn't like drapey clothing because I didn't think it looked good on me. And just to get to the main point of this video, I am the most comfortable with the way my body is now. Yeah, I could work out all the time. Yeah, I could eat super clean or pretty much devote all my time to wanting to look really small and thin and making myself look smaller. But I don't want to devote my time and energy to that. And I'm learning that it's really okay to be whatever size you are. Although I'm sitting here talking about all of these problems that I had with my body, the main point of this is to tell you that there are tons of types of body types out there. And there is no reason for you to try to fit into this mold that society has built for you to look like to be accepted. I grew up thinking that my body shape defined my worth, and that because I wasn't skinny, that I wasn't worth as much as someone else who was still skinny. And I still struggle with that idea that someone that's skinny is going to be valued over me just because I'm not smaller than them. Which, where does that come from? Like, what is that idea? I don't understand that. And honestly, it comes from our society and representation in TV, the internet, the media. The people that we see on TV are very small. There's the argument that bigger people aren't represented in the media because we don't want to portray ourselves as fat people or whatever. But the thing is, there's no shame in having a body that is larger than a skinny person. You can work out and eat healthy and still not be skinny. People have literal differences in the way their bodies are shaped and formed naturally. But thanks to new revolutions of models and modeling agencies and women that I see on internet, on Instagram, there are new waves of representation for women of all body types, and that has really helped me come to terms with my body and understanding that I'm worth just as much as every other woman on this planet. So coming back to gaining weight in college, I want to tell you that it's totally okay. You should not feel like less of a person because you have more fat on your body. You should not be limited in what you can do because of the way your body looks. And you should not be devalued as a person because of the way your body looks. I'm sorry if this was all over the place. It's just, I've never talked about body image before in a public forum, and so it's really like difficult for some reason. I didn't expect it to be this difficult. Hopefully I'll get better at it. It's something I feel really passionate about. I just wanted to get my first spit up out there about how I feel about this, and I don't know, let me know what you think. And I want to post more along the lines of body image and healthy body positivity. And thank you so much for watching this. I'll talk to you later. Bye.